Oh! Interesting. So a game that's primarily more one-on-one versus a strategy game, which is armies on armies. Essentially having a unit attack another unit, but that unit is used to fighting armies, makes it so her attacks are like wide scale versus theirs being very simple. Yo, Ice Rock's seen better days, hasn't he? Oh, he's pathetic in comparison to her. Okay, now I'm understanding the sludge. Now I'm understanding the concept of sludge. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say I don't believe we've ever had an isekai do what Apocalypse Bringer just did, and has been doing for a while now. We've probably had isekai where characters come from different games and different genres of games. Not common, mind you, but sure, that's probably happened, and I'm just drawing a blank. But I feel confident in saying we've never had an assortment of isekai characters come from different video games, different genres as well, on top of the fact that the main NPCs from each of the games in question are aware that they come from a video game. Not only that, they remember everything that their isekai character did when playing the game and things that happened to them in the game. So when a new video game set of characters is introduced, our girl can rub it in the face that that guy was just designed to be mindless fodder, because that's literally what his existence was, and he had to relive all the number of times. The fact that this show has a below 7 average rating on my anime list all but confirms that your average anime fans have objectively shit taste. Now, if you don't have shit taste, you'll drop a like on the video to show your support. You'll subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon is, of course, where you can catch my full live reactions and other exclusives if you want to help fund the channel. So, this was a good episode. Right now it worked out in our favor that our boy was aware of the game that it came from, like Brave Questy or whatever the hell they called it. At some point, there's going to be games that he isn't aware of, and that's when he's really going to struggle. Now, they end the episode with the forest about to be invaded, and while it is true, the giant did end up getting a nasty cut into our girl, she did still one-shot him, essentially. I assume our Bug Queen's going to have to bite off some heads, which will be interesting, or our MC is going to have to, get his hands dirty himself. Either way, though, this opened up a lot of possibilities. I'm really in disbelief because I really liked where the show was at prior to this reveal, but this reveal opens up so many possibilities that I think if this doesn't run as long as Overlord has ran, I'll be incredibly disappointed because there's so much potential going forward. Like, I don't expect Call of Duty level video games will be introduced, but it is kind of funny to think about, like, an FPS gamer going up against, like, a JRPG gamer or, tactical strategy gamer. Like, could you imagine, just really open up your brain for a second. If you played, like, a Call of Duty, a universal thing is that when a match starts, if you have, like, a throwing knife or a hatchet, you whip that shit across the map, and if you know positionings of spawns, you can get a one-shot. Could you imagine us just standing there and we get tomahawked because some sweaty FPS player just did that? Now, granted, do I expect it will be mostly fantasy-based games? Probably, but it's a very humorous thing to consider. Just casually our girl gets one-tapped because someone hatchet across the map because they knew spawn positionings. They start the episode off immediately wiping out an army. We end the last episode thinking we're going to get a cool-ass fight, and she massacres them in 2 seconds flat. Only to bring in more and more to the point that when they're like, oh, they drop gold coins. I was like, oh, maybe she's picked up so many abilities. I'm thinking that maybe when she, cut them, like, she has a random chance of enemy loot drop or something. But when they say no one recognizes the gold coins, like they don't exist in this world, I'm like, oh, they're clearly going the other game route. Now, immediately I'm thinking to myself, that sounds cool. That's a cool idea. But I wasn't quite prepared for what they did because it's such an easy thing to forget. But when they started this show, they did something immediately unique, which is why it's so weird to me people treated this as your run-of-the-mill isekai from day one. The fact that our girl immediately knew that she was an NPC and came from a video game. The only one up until this episode that we knew of that was a player was our MC. Everyone else was just NPCs, villagers, and the like. But the fact that Atu was able to be like, hey, like, I know where I come from. That was a really interesting concept. But even I'm, like, forgetting the fact that, oh, well, if you're going to introduce more characters, it'll be interesting. And oh yeah, they know too. But the interesting thing was how we used it to our advantage to be like, oh, this dude was literally just, he was born to be killed. And being able to, like, we're going up against evil versus evil characters. And we know they're evil because literally when we do the smoke fog, the general soldiers were getting corrupted and they were getting a boost from it because only evil aligned characters get the boost. Everyone else gets the debuff. The fact that we're able to torture someone who's evil aligned like that was pretty savage. I assume there's at least 3 games active right now. We have our game, of course. We have this other game, this Brave one, and I think what's being implied, there's a dude getting off of a throne. I think that's the guy for this game that we were dealing with. But then there's also the girl with necromancy who summons zombies. She probably comes from a different game as well. So I assume there's at least 3 games active right now, but that's probably just scratching the surface. The idea of a political tug of war, we already had something interesting brewing. And for a while I've been like, oh, there's going to be other players. Like, that just feels right for a show like this. But other players from different games. Right now, he has the advantage of knowing the other game, but there will come a point where he hasn't played it. And that's where I think the political strategy will really kick off. It's not going to happen this season, because we only have a couple episodes left, but a season 2 could really cook if they wanted to. It's, without exaggeration, one of the freshest plot twists an Isekai has done in the 2020s. And that's not recency bias, because like I said, you might be able to, it might be something I haven't watched, or maybe it is something I watched and just I'm forgetting. We've probably done the whole like different games, but it's what makes it special is it's that plus the fact that the NPCs know they're NPCs on top of the fact of they remember the video games and what's happened and what they've done. Like even look at the Bug Queen that we summoned. It took her a minute, but she's like, oh yeah, I do recognize you because of blah blah blah. There's a lot of potential. For season 2. I'm trying to think of the last time, and this is a poll. Does anyone remember, I think it was called Roku no Yusha? That show never got a season 2. And it's one of the greatest sins I think anime has had. If this show doesn't get a season 2, I'll be right up there with Roku no Yusha for not continuing after delivering some of the craziest plot twists and just build up that I've seen in some time. You let me know what you thought down below. I'm sure for Source Eaters this has been an anticipated moment. I'm just really interested to see how far the author will take the different genres of video games, you know? But hey, at least we know that if we do kill people from other genres, we get their skills, though apparently if it's too OP, she'll consider it cheating, which is hilarious. Your thoughts, drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here. Patreon is, of course, we catch those full live reactions and other exclusives, like I give video shoutouts to my patrons. Alright, so today we got George Parra, Carlos D. Lopez, Dries Varhosh, Universal God, OOK then, Kevin Wallace, Tony Keats, One-Eyed King, Ty Brondhaver, and we also have Javier Valquist. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.